You're always big fan, Breezy, with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, pulling up off of that game from last night. I did KVN Who Run the City, the podcast last night. That's why I ain't pull up to do a recap just for the Brooklyn Nets and Utah game. But I appreciate y'all, everybody that pulled up and like, comment, share, subscribe. And Kyrie Swerving Irving had a master class last night. He played some great basketball. I can't even say good. He played incredible great basketball. 18 for 29, 8 for 15 from the 3 point line. 8 for 15 for the 3 point line. Bro, he had 20 points in the first quarter and he had 20 points in the first half. He was balling. This is what we need him to do every time if we're going to be serious going forward. We need him to take over. We need him to be more aggressive, because I see him looking for the 1-2 punch between him and Ben Simmons. It wasn't there. Ben Simmons is still not aggressive enough for us to win basketball games, in my opinion. He shot 7 times. I mean, okay, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But we want to see him shoot no less than 7 times. It should be 7 or more. Especially if you're making 3 out of 7. That's pretty good. So, he got 9 balls, 5 assists. He got 4 turnovers, kind of evens it out. So, he played really good basketball. I like that. Shout out to Vosh. I just seen him on the stream using the comments. I told him to pull up. He pulled up. That's my guy. He said we should get Nas Reed or Serge Ibaka. I agree with you. I think we need some help, but both of those are trade situations. So I don't know what kind of proposition those teams will offer. But I did see Milwaukee say that they trying to get him in a good situation. But they're the competitors, so they're gonna want the most from us if we do decide to do a deal with the Bucks. They're gonna compete versus us in the playoffs 9 times out of 10. So I don't know how much they want to bless us. Shout out to Barry. He said, "What's good? What's good, Barry? We talking trades." Bosh said, "Nas Reed or Serge Ibaka, which I got on this." Like, share, comment, subscribe, share to my Facebook, share to my YouTube, share to Twitter, share everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Nets fans need to build on what direction we going in. Seeing Sean Marks at the game with Phoenix, we lost that game. I know he wasn't happy. Ben Simmons is a hard trade piece, and it's gonna be hard to build around him. We need him to get his head in the game. We need Ben Simmons to have his head in the game. But so far, you know, he does the little things, but we need him to do some big things. And the big things is scoring. Kyrie Irving shot 29 times. He's our point guard. There's nobody else on our team that shot 10 times. You know, he shot, well, Royce shot 9 times. I don't know if I want him taking 9 shots a game. He was 4 for 9. That's good. Joe Harris took 6 shots. I'm cool with that. 8 for 9 for Claxton. I'm cool with that. Ben Simmons 3 for 7. I want to see 7 or more. Seth Curry 3 for 8. I'm cool with that. T.J. Warren. I want to see him with more production, but I know they limit his minutes. Watanabe, I want to 1 for 3. That's good. I want to see him take more 3 pointers. I don't think it should be any more. I don't think it should be uh, a lot of players on our team taking more 3 pointers than Wasabi Watanabe. I don't think Royce O'Neal should take more 3 pointers than him. Joe Harris, yes. Kyrie Irving, yes. Seth Curry, yes, but not not Royce O'Neal. Not Royce O'Neal. I want to see Watanabe 3 point attempts go up. I think we'll be a better basketball team if we do that. Barry said trade Ben Simmons ASAP. I don't know how soon we could do that, man. He seemed like a hard trade piece to keep it real. I don't know what teams would want that contract. They probably want the player, but it don't match the contract. It's like a lot for a little. You know. Five says if the Jazz are sellers at the deadline, then I think we could go get Jordan Clarkson in their center who doesn't play Udoka. We can match their contracts with Joe Harris' contract and a pick or two. I don't know if the Jazz are sellers, man. They like what they got going on and what they building. And Clarkson is a big piece of what they're doing. He's got the most experience as far as teammates is concerned on the Utah Jazz. He's been there since he left LA. So if anything, they will build around him. I don't think we get him. Naz Reid, I'm interested to see how y'all think we could get him and Ibaka. But the Jazz, I think it's honestly difficult to do business with them, especially with Danny Ainge being such a fucking what is he on the GM side of things, man? He's I don't know what to call him, man, but he did very well with that Minnesota thing with Rudy Gobert and all the pieces he got back, specifically Walker Kessler, which is a rookie who's outplaying Rudy Gobert in the paint as far as blocks and protecting the rim. And he's a rookie. So Danny Ainge is pretty good GM. I don't know what direction you know the Utah Jazz go at the trade deadline. I feel like they did a lot in the off season. They might be done. Jordan gonna be a free agent. Okay, that's good. But that's in the off season, not for the trade. You know. So we'll see. And again, I think we guard heavy. I think Nets fans, we could we could honestly look at what we got at the guards and be happy with Seth Curry. What Jordan Clarkson going to do that Seth Curry not going to do? What I'm saying, I seen Clarkson miss some big 3-pointers last night for them. I mean, so no, I know I ain't even with Clarkson coming to the team, respectfully. That being said, yeah, I think we need to go get a big man, DeMarcus Cousins, somebody that can help us in the paint, grab boards, a gritty player, somebody that's, that's want to bang bodies, a physical player. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, to get physical, it's going to be more physicality. Teams that score the ball without going to the free throw line usually win. So we'll see. We will see. Vosh says, Serge apparently saying he want out of Milwaukee. What you think gonna trade for him? If he want out of Milwaukee and Milwaukee is willing to trade him respectfully, I don't know. What do we give? They probably want a draft pick or something. I don't see what Milwaukee will want from us. You know what I mean? And we might have to face them in the playoffs. We don't want to make them a strong team. So we gotta treat them like that. You feel what I'm saying? Barry says, Vash says, Serge apparently saying he want out of Milwaukee. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Nets got too much guards. Barry agree. Serge is done. Yeah, I'm good on Serge too, man. I was a fan, but I just feel like in his latter part of his career, he did a lot, and he may not be as focused on winning now as he was earlier in his career. So, I respect what Serge does, but I do not think he's a good fit for this team right now. But last night was a good game. Let me walk you through it quarter to quarter. First quarter was 28-22. I thought we came out and played good basketball immediately. And we was 28-22. We outscored them. Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on. This gonna be a short one too. I'm gonna be here for like 10 minutes. Give me a second. Let me see. Okay, Barry, I'm with you, Barry. I told you I seen a podcast where he was talking about it. He was like, yo, I wanna play. I ain't doing nothing but getting ready for somebody to call me. I go to the gym, I work out, I play ball, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm actually ready for this. But again, walking through the game, That first quarter was big for us. 28. You know what I'm saying? It was good to start like that, coming off a back to back, coming out with energy, letting them know that if anything, we're gonna match that energy. Y'all not just gonna outplay us, just because we on a back to back. We didn't let them take advantage, and we did that early in the game. Shout out to Nick Claxton, he stepped up big. Um, yeah, so it was close going into the third quarter, and you know, guys, third quarter we kind of set the tone too, coming out with 32 points. You know what I'm saying? And they had 28. You know, like so we was competing, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it looked good for us on the competitive side of the ball. You know what I mean? I feel like because we got our confidence back, getting a win on the road. We're one of the better road teams. I mean, obviously that record comes with having Kevin Durant, but right as of now, I think we're 15-9 on the road. So yeah, we can do better, but shit, we like second or third in the league in a row. We only going to the top. So that being said, I'm confident. I'm fucking confident. Um, Listen, we got the Golden State Warriors next. I was watching what's his name, Seth Curry in an interview, and Seth Curry was like, yeah, it's always good playing versus my brother. I like playing versus that group. They're a good group, so it's gonna be a good test for us or something like that. He said, and I also wanted to go back and see what Seth Curry felt like when he played with Kyrie Irving in college. This is what Seth Curry said about Kai. He said he was on a different level from everyone else, and he had a squad, but he took over from the jump. He got hurt, and we still won the ACC championship that year. So that was kind of a talent we kind of talent we had. Um, he said, Curry, and that being said, that's what I'm saying. Curry took more 3-pointers one season than 2-pointers while he was at Duke. Um, Curry been balling for a long time, man. Curry is a shooter, man. Believe that. Believe that. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Share this, man. Share this to Twitter, man. Share this to the Brooklyn Nets. Share it to somebody who cares. Uh, Vosh says, I heard people saying we should go try and get Terry Rozier, but his contract way out of the league. Vosh, that is not favorable for the Brooklyn Nets, and I'll tell you why. We guard heavy already, and Terry Rozier is going to take a lot of minutes for the talent that we got coming up, which is Cam Thomas and Ed Sumner. We don't need them intervening in that. We need them to play better basketball. We need them to get more minutes so they can do what they do. We don't need nobody cutting into the rotation, taking Cam Thomas minutes no more. I don't want Terry Rozier on this team. I don't know. I'm not with it at all. Shout out to my guy Vosh though. NYG Jeffy said, "What up, Breezy? What up? What up, Jeffy?" Shout out to, shout out to Jeffy. I was tapping into his game. He was vexed. He was watching the game. What game was that though? That was the Phoenix game. I heard NYG Jeffy calling the Phoenix game, and he was vexed the whole time, screaming. He was like, somebody was like something about his neighbors. He was like, my neighbors know what it is. I think he was talking about the Giants. I don't know, man. Jeffy's funny, man. Check out his page. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and check out NYG Jeffy page, man. T85. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's real like that. And check us out on Heart of the City too, man. We be there Tuesdays at 8:30. Um, NYG Jeffy says Clax was balling last night, and Urban played the time of all we expected him to play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that. Kyrie Irving was 18-29. They call it a master class. Listen, he was busting ass and did it with class. Listen, man. Bosch says when KD come back, I hope Cam's still in the rotation. I think Cam has proven himself why KD is not there. He could be the third leading scorer on this team easily over Ben Simmons. The third leading scorer would be Nick Claxton or TJ Warren. Nick Claxton, TJ Warren, or Cam Thomas. I don't even think you put that on Seth Curry because then you got him working too hard. You put that on Cam Thomas. He ready for this. He could take that order. He's ready for that task, that assignment. You know what I mean? I think that's the direction that we need to go. But that's right. Facts. But that being said, I feel like, listen, a lot of the additions that we need come with the front court more than the back court. I think we good playing basketball. I think we good on the roster with the back court. We don't need no more guards. Kyrie Irving is a dominant guard. He's a scoring guard. So it's not like we even I just feel like we got enough there. Um, we just need the players that we got to play better. And with Day'Ron Sharpe, his role, I need his role to step up. I need him to do something because he's like 6'10" and he's 6'9" and he could play the power forward. We need to figure out how to play him as a big three and a power forward in our lineup. I think that's the most important part. Or they're gonna use him as a trade piece. I mean, I'd rather them try to work with him, but you know how it goes. I know how the association works. The trade deadline is February 9th. We got shit. We got like 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks. I think we got like 2 weeks. Something gonna happen in 2 weeks. If y'all think something gonna happen in 2 weeks, say that. I do. I definitely do. Um, but Day'Ron too. Hold on. And Day'Ron. Guru Mystic said, "What up, Breezy? He used the bench. Yeah, he did. He did. Finally, he did. You know. Hold up. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, he said he used the bench. Yeah, man, the bench is essential in winning games. The Boston Celtics got the best record, and they got the most bench production. The better teams in the NBA in the association is using their bench. You got one of the best benches. You one of the best teams in the NBA. It's that simple. We don't have to complicate this. We definitely need to have our bench step up. Brockwork says everyone on Ben Simmons, but he is key when KD is back. Yeah, because in my opinion, Ben Simmons is not a front court defender. He's a perimeter defender. And he gets to play good defense on the perimeter when KD is there because he don't have to be where KD at because KD is in the front court protecting the rim. You know what I'm saying? KD is a rim protector low key. I know y'all don't usually hear people say that, but he was protecting that rim. He was top 10 in blocks. There ain't nothing to sneeze at, you know. Shout out to my guy KD. We miss you, man. We 1-4 without you. Let's try to get it to 4-4. We got Golden State, we got Philly, we got Detroit. Those 3 games can make it 4-4. Do we make it 4-4 before next week? We got a chance to make it be a 500 ball club without Kevin Durant before next week. I think we can do it. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Um, Girl Mystic Josh says we need an athletic wing for O'Neal's spot. Then ready to come off O'Neal. Not me. I'm kind of shy to it. I think he had 2 tip-ins, he had a putback versus Kyrie. I'm not versus Kyrie, sorry. He had a putback when Kyrie missed the game winner. He got the rebound. Kyrie took a deep 3. He missed it versus Miami. And Royce O'Neal got the rebound, came from the 3-point line to crash the boards. Got the rebound, put it back, and we won the game because of that basket. I'm not ready to. I think Royce is the right choice. I just don't think he need to take the responsibility of the offensive scoring load because Kevin Durant is not there. You give those shot attempts to Cam Thomas, Patty Mills, T.J. Warren, Seth Curry, but not Royce O'Neal. His shot attempts shouldn't go up much because Kevin Durant is there, and that's coaching. So I don't think we need to come off the player. I think Chuck Vaughn need to coach that situation. Shout out to my guy Guru Mystic Jado. NYG's Jeffy said need TJ Warren to become a big time scoring option off the bench. I think we could rely on him more than I think we can rely on TJ Warren to do that. I remember in the interview he said something about scoring 20 plus, and he used to do that. So people surprised at what he's doing now, he's kind of like, I've done this before, but I understand I'm coming off an injury. I don't have the same expectations, but I think he has the same expectations for himself because he's that good of a basketball player. So shout out to my guy TJ, that jumper Warren. That's what they call him. They call him that jumper. The T stands for that, and the J stands for jumper. That jumper, that jumper Warren. Shout out to my guy TJ. Uh, NYG Jeffy says definitely still needs some front court help, but curious on who the Nets could be included in trade discussions. Earlier in the streams, I think Vosh was saying Nas Reed, and is Serge Ibaka. Nas Reed is the better out of the two. I'm not with the Serge Ibaka joint at all, but I'm with getting DeMarcus Cousins before Nas Reed. DeMarcus Cousins, Nas Reed, and then Hassan Whiteside or whoever you could throw in there. You know what I'm saying? Brockwork says Nets analytics say long as we put up 35 or more threes, we should win the next game with solid defense. Listen, our threes went up since Kevin Durant is not there, and that's because the shot attempts went up for Royce O'Neal. He's taking more threes. Seth Curry's taking more threes. Seth Curry was cold most of the night, but he hit those two big threes at the end of the game because they kept trying to collapse. The defense kept trying to collapse on Kyrie Irving, but he would find Curry in the corner, which brings me to my point of them having experience on the Duke. In college, they played basketball together before. You're seeing them this season, and you think you've seen what happened else last season, but they played college basketball together. That backcourt between and just that connection between Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, and Ben Simmons, we need to make that work. That need to work. We need to stop talking about trades and come off of the trade because Ben Simmons need to play better for the fans to relax. He needs to, and like I said, 7 shots is good. I'm saying he did good last night because he shot the ball 7 times and he made 3 out of 7. I want him to take 7 or more, but I like what he did, and I need more what he did last night, more to every game. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that. And I agree with Brockberg. Yeah, solid defense gives us the edge. And we still have that without Kevin Durant. More than we have the scoring without Kevin Durant. We got the defense without Kevin Durant. Even though Kevin Durant defense, you can see where we miss his defense though. We just miss Kevin Durant. I'm trying to make it sound pretty, but it ain't pretty. Okay, it's hard to replace a player like Kevin Durant. We miss him. We miss him extremely. Love him dearly and miss him much. I hope he's somewhere relaxing, getting ready. Healing up, heal up, bring it back. Heal up, bring it back. Shout out to my guy Kevin Durant, man, one of the best basketball players. They had him in MVP conversations before this injury, and when you go on a 4-game losing streak without your best player, you see why. That he's in these MVP conversations because MVP means most valuable player. And as you can see, he is the most valuable player on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, let's continue because we ain't going to debate that. We all Nets fans. Listen, you shout to Brockwork, man. That's a dope comment. Vosh says Celtics trying to get Jakob Poeltl, but that's dangerous. I seen a report saying that the Spurs only want 2 first-round draft picks. They trying to get Big Vic. They trying to get Big V. So that's a problem. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's a problem. They get Poeltl. That's a problem. We need to get Poeltl. We got 2 first-round picks. We need to get Poeltl before them. They get Poeltl. That's a problem. It's a problem. We need to stop them from doing it. If we could stop them from doing it, we need to get Poto on our team. Sean Marks got connections with the Spurs. You need to call Coach Pop and make it happen, or son. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. We don't want Boston Celtics getting Poto. We need to get Poto. NYG Jeffy says, I wouldn't be shocked if we target John Collins or Kyle Kuzma as an impact trade at the 4. Shit, but trade who? I'm shy to it because everybody got Cam Thomas in those trade conversations. And if Kyrie Irving isn't a guarantee to play with the Brooklyn Nets after this season, you keep Cam Thomas to for because he could give you 20 plus points. He could give you 20 to 30 points. He might not be a dynamic scorer like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, but he's watching Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, got front row seats to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and don't want him. He's the only person that probably don't want him because he want to be on the floor with him. Cam Thomas he ready for the moment now. He's ready to compete now. I know that. Cam Thomas is ready to compete now. We need to keep him on his team. We made a mistake getting Jarrett Allen on a different team because we didn't take care of him. And again, you see he was an all-star the very next season. We don't want to do that with a Cam Thomas. We need to focus on keeping him on the team. I'm with no trade that got Cam Thomas in a trade package. That's a fact. You can ask anybody. Shout to my guy Ken. I see you. Shout to all you guys, man. Yeah, Nets fans. Nets fans is the best fans. I'm about to throw the link in the chat, man. Can be pulling up. Shit, I'm only gonna be here for a few more minutes, for real though. So I'm about to make some moves, for real. Girl Mystic says when we hitting shots, our team look dangerous. All facts. NYG Jeffy says, the Curry, Harris O'Neal, basically the bench. More consistent from the field. Yeah, I think they'll shoot better eventually. What up, Brock? What up, Ken? He said I can see us getting PJ Washington. That's likely. All right. Well, I'm interested to see how it can happen. I'm interested to see how it can happen. So yeah. I think that listen, after last night, coming off of that hump of a losing streak and just getting over that and just saying, okay, we can actually win with this team because we won with this team, not just the potential and letting your confidence waver. I heard that Kyrie said that. He said, no matter what, we can't let our confidence waver. I'm like, what? Let your confidence waver? You can't waver the confidence. You gotta win to keep the confidence from unwavering. So he did. He stepped up 18 for 29. Like I said, almost single-handedly won us the game. 11 rebounds. He's showing Ben Simmons, look, man, stop playing around. I got 11 rebounds. You got 9 rebounds. Why is that? Stop playing with me. I wanted more than you. Kyrie Irving is playing with a man with purpose. I wanted more than you. He showed that to Ben Simmons last night, and he showed that to the Utah Jazz last night. Ben Simmons need to up his game playing next to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a competitor. You know what I'm saying? An elite competitor. And he competed. He showed that his hunger is more than what Ben Simmons' hunger is. And I think Ben Simmons need to get hungry again. I don't think Ben Simmons is hungry like he was before he got that contract. He got fat. Ben Simmons, you got fat. You bought new clothes and you got fat. You got ejected out the game with 5 fouls in Phoenix the other night. You went home to your happy life, maybe your happy wife. We cool with that. We want you to have a happy life, happy wife. That's all good. But when you out there playing basketball, we want to see you give it your all. Like what? We don't deserve that? The Brooklyn Nets fans don't deserve that? Don't do us like that, Ben Simmons. Get him some construction Timbs. Give Ben Simmons some construction butters. Get him some butters. Get him the chopped cheese. You understand? I'm saying he ain't got no Brooklyn DNA. You need some grit, man. You need some Brooklyn DNA, man. Facts. It's like that, man. It's like that, Vosh said, Kyrie also been a pest on defense. Yeah, man. Jacque Vaughn got him out there playing defense, man. Scrappy, getting steals, strips. That's what happened with the Brooklyn Nets. We became a better team with steals after Jarrett Allen left. And then I said that, right? And then Nick Claxton started slapping shit. Um, Nick Claxton is a better rim protector than Jarrett Allen. I thought I would never say that. Throw some ones in the chat if y'all think Nick Claxton is a better rim protector than Jarrett Allen. Nick Claxton took the alley oop away from Jarrett Allen when we played Cleveland. Is Nick Claxton a top 5 center in the NBA? Is Nick Claxton in the MIP conversations and also the DPOY conversations? Nick Claxton had 20 points and 5 boards last night, an offensive board, assists, and 4 blocks. Nick Claxton will tie the record with Sean Bradley if he has over with 3 blocks next game. The record for the Nets is 3 blocks in 11 games straight, held by Sean Bradley. Nick Claxton will tie that if he gets 3 blocks next game. Did you see that block of Jordan Clarkson when he tried to block it with his left, but he was coming down and he couldn't get it, so he slapped it with the right? That shit went to like half. That shit went to the 3-point line, broski. That shit went to the 3-point line. Shout out to Leek Bremer. Leek Bremer said, I mean, yeah, Breezy, Kyrie always had that dog in him since Cleveland. Simmons historically has been a quitter ever since his LSU days. Laughing face emoji. Man, Ben Simmons, send him some butters, send him a chopped cheese. Listen, let him know the fans want him to play with some. He need to get some Brooklyn DNA, man. Get him some butters and some chopped cheese, man. He need to get some Brooklyn DNA. When you call Ben Simmons on the phone, don't say hello. You say you're. He needs some Brooklyn DNA, man. I don't even think he running with anybody from Brooklyn. He probably chilling with Taurus right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he not playing like he a Brooklyn Nets, man. I need you to play tougher than that, man. Stop it. It's not a game. Lee Bremen says Simmons is a mental, man. He says Simmons is a mental cancer to his teams. Nah, you got a guy like Kyrie Irving. He's gonna make him, play hard and compete. So, he can't even beat cancer. Kyrie killed that cancer. Facts. You hear how Kyrie talk? Ben Simmons, trust me, Kyrie is the voice in the locker room, not Ben Simmons. So Kyrie kills cancer. You know how it go. Brockwork says Claxton had a switch, had block last night. Yeah, man, switch hand block last night. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with Clarkson, man. He slapped that shit to like the key. I was like, nice fucking defense, man. He said Clax put Kessler on a poster. Exactly, man. Kessler who? You know what I'm saying? Kessler who? Joanne says, hello, big fan. What up, Joanne? I'm just over here finishing the recap from last from last night. I did KVN who run the city, the podcast with T-Time, my guy. He's a Nick fan. He got a show called Nick's Ish. But he's not my guy on the podcast. I just really go there for the most part to whoop a Nick fan ass when it come down to this debating. And, I seen the game, so I was talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Yeah, but he played the Knicks on this next Saturday, a week from today. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that game. That shit gonna be exciting. You're gonna want to be around for the post game for after that. But watch the game. Watch the game. Hopefully you see that game. Please watch the Nets versus the Knicks next Saturday. I think it come on early, like 4:30. I was gonna go to the game, but nah, I'm gonna just stay. I'm not gonna go. She said She love Halliburton. I'm gonna disagree with you, Joanne. I'm gonna keep it real. We don't want Halliburton on this team. He's an all-star, but he not for us. We don't need him. We don't need him. Barry Garrick said 9-0. What you talking about? What you talking about, Barry? Oh yeah, 9-0. You talking about the Nets versus the Knicks? All facts. About to go 9-0 since the podcast started. Yo, they mad when I say that. Like I said something wrong. Like I cursed at them. Like I said some type of language that'll make them feel offended. Like I said, 8 straight, we great. I don't see what's the problem. You know, I mean, damn, we get busy. You know, we run the city. You know, and it make it seem like winning 8 straight don't run the city. Like just because you beat us 2 seasons in a row don't mean yeah it do. Yeah, if you get lost 2 seasons, we play y'all 4 times a season. We beat y'all. Like what more you want? We beat y'all. No, one season we played them 3 times. And another season I think we played them 4. And it was 7-0, and then it was 8-0 going into the next season. I think that's how it played out. They on thin ice with me. They on thin ice with me. So like I said, T-Time better tread lightly. And like I said, it got quiet with them Knicks fans, man. They know not to play, man. When it come down to this, they could say it's this or that. Yeah, but when it come down to it, I've been cooking their ass. They know what it is. I don't play with them Knicks fans, man. Sincere said, Sincere Israel said that Clack Spike might be the best one of the year so far. All facts. Yo, I'm about to see the replay of that shit, yo. That shit was beautiful, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder if they got it in the replays. Like how wouldn't they have it? Top 10 plays right here. That shit gotta be one of them. I don't know if y'all can see it. I just went to the top 10 plays. So hopefully y'all can see it from there. That's a little ad right there, you know. Gonna get through the ad, gotta pay the bills. You know, they gotta pay the bills. I want to see the block be one of them. So hold on, we watching the highlights right now. See Clack take it to him. Dunked on him. Get out of here, man. You small fries. Look at Walker Kessler. What? I walk up your chest. I walk up your chest. He don't even want to look at Claxton. He don't want no smoke. All right. So yeah, you know, he coming to the basket. All right. Well, that's one of their best plays. That was all right. That was mid. I mean, our shit was more John Blaze than that. Our shit was more John Blaze than that. Whatever, man. They showed that shit 3 times. Stop it. They only showed 2 of those plays. This Cam Thomas, my guy, to the basket. They cannot guard him. He's him. They can't guard him. Joanne says, why not? His better than your Ben. What? I don't know. Barry Garrick said, where's the locker room? I want to talk my shit to him. He'd be around. You know he'd be around. I was on a show that I didn't go. I was just in the comments yesterday. I ain't feel like jumping on. I was actually on dad duty. But that being said, listen, shout out to the locker room. I was definitely cooking. Talking all that shit about Kyrie. And he was talking about Kyrie too. He was like, Kyrie had 48. He was like, yeah, Kyrie did his thing. And he was talking hella salty about how he think that he was gonna lose to the Jazz. I told him, man. I told him I could have went up there. I should have went up there, but you know, I was home. You know how I go. But Brockberg said, watch if they win next game, they gonna make a big deal about it like we didn't win the last 9. Man, of course they gonna make a big deal. They gonna say they run the city because they won. They gonna say a lot of shit, but I don't think they gotta win to actually do that. For them to win, they gotta beat us in the Barclays. And to say that's not easy to do, especially if they got the same players and play the same way they did last time. That's not gonna be easy to do. You know, they might think we the ones weak right now because we ain't got Kevin Durant. We the ones that got something to prove. We the ones that got to play hard to win. And to my knowledge, we beat them without Kevin Durant in this 8-game win streak. I don't think that Kevin Durant was there for all 8 of those games. Definitely not the one when Cam Thomas beat them. Oh, Cam Thomas go off? That's what we need. Cam Thomas to go off next game. Yo, if Cam Thomas, because KD not there, have a big game versus the Knicks, I think it's happening. I think he gets 30, bro. I think Cam Thomas gets 30 on the Knicks next Saturday. I'm here for it. I need to see that shit. I can't wait to that. That's gonna be my favorite game of this month. But this month's schedule for the Brooklyn Nets is tough. It's tough. Y'all seen it. Y'all all seen it. Y'all all seen what it looked like. Um, Listen, for us to win, we're gonna have to do our best. In the month of January, you can see what it looked like. The first week started the new year with a win, blew out the Spurs. Then we lost to Chicago, broke our win streak from December, which we were 12-1, right? No, 11-1, and that game in January made us 12-1. Then we lost to the Chicago Bulls, right? Boom. Then we beat New Orleans. Boom. I was talking heavy, like, yeah, we don't go on losing streaks. Crazy. But Friday 6th, and then on the 8th, we got a win. On the 12th, we took that loss to Boston. We was tight about that. But we knew it was going to be hard to beat them without Kevin Durant. We lost KD in Miami game. I know y'all remember that. Tough, man. Tough loss. Even though we won, it was a tough win, one of the toughest wins, because we lost Kevin Durant in the same game. Listen, Boston was a tough loss. Lost to OKC. See that we couldn't put up points. And this is my point. When you look at the schedule without Kevin Durant, we scored 98 points, 102 points, 98 points, right? The most we scored was 112, and we lost. You see, when we can't score without Kevin Durant, we struggling to score without Kevin Durant. Struggling. And look, he's that guy. When we need a basket, we could go to him. And now that he's not there, we could feel it. That's what it is. So, now we hit. We got the loss versus the Spurs. I thought that was a winnable game. The Phoenix game, we had 3 turnovers, timely turnovers in the fourth quarter. We could have won that game too. But again, when you got to play like KD in the fourth quarter, he has poise. You know how to slow the game down. Make sure we don't do nothing silly, no mistakes. He's a Slim Reaper. We miss him out there playing basketball, man. Shout out to Kevin Durant. We know he'll be back soon. I think February. I think the end of February, to be honest with you. I'm being optimistic that he comes back 100%. Don't want to see Kevin Durant out there if he's not 100%. Don't want him re-aggravating the injury. But what I will say about Kevin Durant last season is when he came back from the injury, he played and he didn't miss a game. He just was playing, and we had a rough stretch of basketball too. So I think he does come back 100%. For me to say February, I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch. Maybe he comes back before the end of February. But, it feels like forever without him, man. I ain't going to lie. That Golden State game, I do want to win that, man. I ain't going to lie. I do. Yeah, Joanne say play Patty next game. Edmund, yeah, play defense to win. Yeah, we want it like that. Sincere Israel says Clax tied Bradley for most 4+ blocks of games consecutively. Yeah, and he's going to break the tie of his record next game if he for 3 blocks. This is the 4-block record, but he got a 3-block record with Sean Bradley too. But again, he's breaking records. That's the point. Like, and it's surprising. I did not know he was that good on the defensive side of the ball, protecting the rim. I always contribute Nick Claxton defense to the perimeter. And it's pleasant surprise that he's playing this good, man. Shout out to Nick Claxton, man. One of my favorite. He's one of my. I voted him for the All-Star game. I'm gonna vote him again today. Why not? Joanne said struggle to score because JB didn't play. Give Cam Edmund minutes. Yeah, no, exactly. We do got scorers on the bench that could get in there and score the ball. We just gotta fit them in the rotation with Kyrie Irving. See, Kevin Durant, we could put him at the power forward, center, small forward. even a guard if necessary. But with Cam Thomas, it's something you got to be careful in the rotation. But Jacque Vaughn being a former point guard, in his career as a player, I imagine he knows how to, you know, put a guard in the rotation and play small ball if necessary. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's done more good, way more good, um, as a coach, and I like what I see. So we were 5-21. We were 5-16 in 21 games without Kevin Durant last season. I don't think Kevin Durant misses 21 games for one, and I don't think we lose 16 games without Kevin Durant. We lost 4, we won 1, and at this rate we'll be 2-8. Nah, that's nasty work. I think we need to make it 500 by next week. We need to beat all of these teams, and we'll be 5-4 if we beat the Knicks on Saturday. Yeah, we got 4 games. Damn, we coming off a back-to-back. Get 1 day of rest, then we play the Knicks. Damn, we ain't gonna have much rest. We gonna have to do. But we won that game off tonight in Utah. I mean, last night in Utah. So I'm confident we can win that. Sincere Israel says random KD ball spot is better than the bums. Yeah, that's hella random. Shout out to my guy KD, man. He came to the last season. He had a haircut. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He had a haircut. Got a haircut. He was chilling, man. I mean, I think that I don't know where he got a haircut, man. It was a nice haircut. But yeah, man. Yeah, I shouldn't be saying nothing about KD ball spot, man, because the numbers he putting up, man, trolling KD because his haircut, man. Man, listen, he come out there, and they asked him about that in the interview too. He was like, "Yo, sometimes I just roll out of bed and play basketball." Obviously he practice stretch and all of that stuff like that, but excuse me. But I really don't I really don't think that he be focused on his head when he out there playing basketball, man. He just be out there playing. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I ain't gonna be here long, man. I just wanted to pull up and kind of recap last night game. I think I did that. And like I said, Kyrie Irving had 20 points in the fourth quarter. He leads the league in fourth quarter points. He's that good. He's up there when it comes down to being clutch. Like he's missed the fourth quarter. Yeah, I seen a picture of him with you know how they said uh protector of the North, like that. I think was that King of Thrones game show or something, Game of Thrones. They said leader of the fourth, like, and they had them like in some Game of Thrones type of tie. That shit was hard. So yeah, man, shit crazy, man. You know how I go. So yeah, man. Joanne, she says don't depend too much on Kyrie. Needs more ball movement. Yuta, O'Neal, Joe should put up more shots. I say Yuta, not necessarily O'Neal. Maybe and Joe. O'Neal, he does good. We don't need him more than 6-7 shots a game. But I do want to see Yuta put up more shots. I want to see Yuta with a game when he put up 10 shots. Let Yuta get 10 shots. So maybe 7. Match. Not let me get 7. All out of 20 shots, yeah, they get 6, 7. Yeah, 6, 8, depending on who's hot. But all 3 of these players should split 20 shots. Since funny. Since Israel said, "Oh man, funny." But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. I'll be back with a recap. I don't know if I'll be back before that. Y'all probably see me pull up to one of the streams. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all over the internet. Y'all know how I move around, man. Shout out to all the other podcasters out there. Y'all know I'll be tapping in. Yeah, man. But it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.